Palma. Oh,
Oh,
pass. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. Janelle Fuentes.
oh, wow.
Delgado takes the shot and knocks it down. Valoria is open. 3-point. Oh my goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Senes.
Nathaniel has time.
Just posterized by
Ito ang Liga na Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Season 7 and we are back at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. The Bataan Risers right at number 10 in the North Division trying to climb up and solidify their position. Makakalaban nila ang Manila Batang Quiapo down in the cellar in the North trying to score an upset today. Yan po ating laban, Bataan against Manila. Mamaya, it's a South Division duel between Davao Occidental and Basilan. And in the main game, we have a good one. The Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers take on the Pasay Voyagers. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama si Javi Palanya. Makakasama niya rin si Andrea Indicio mamaya. No? And welcome to our viewers on YouTube. And we are live on Solar Sports starting at 6 p.m. later also on Saturdays and Mondays. And Javi, 3 more games on tap. Very important game, particularly for Bataan as they try to climb up in the North Division.
Yeah, they're currently tied with Pasig City right now at the bottom 10 of, in the 9th and 10th spots of our Northern Division. So good enough for a play-in spot, pero syempre they want to be able to make sure of it. So this game, although they're going up against Manila, still very much important for them.
Last game day natin was last Tuesday. It was in Palayan City, Nueva Ecija, and we did have 3 good games, particularly yung unang dalawa, no? Cebu coming from behind to beat Pasig City in the second game sa Zamboanga Sikat. This was a big win and it was a gut check win para dito sa Zamboanga, coming back from 10 points down in the last 2.5 minutes of regulation and stunning Pangasinan in overtime, and Nueva Ecija taking care of business against Binyan.
Yeah, that certainly was a crazy comeback by Zamboanga in that game. Everybody thought Pangasinan had that game in the bag. I think even maybe some people were already turning off their TV sets after that 10-point lead, 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. But Zamboanga always has a fight in them in the last minutes of the game that they show that they're ending up with a victory against Pangasinan.
Oo, grabe. Akala ko nga, ako talaga, I felt that was going to be, very close and going down the wire. Ito ng ating team standings ngayon. Zamboanga, avoiding, their 8th loss. So that's why they are still at number 2, 16-7. Rizal, which will be in action later on, 14-7. And itong nga ba natin in the second game, Basilan, 10-11. They take on Davao, 8-13. So those are crucial games. And if you're Davao, you want that victory as well.
Oh yeah, Davao right now 2 spots removed out of a play-in spot in the Southern Division, and many people are surprised that they are deep down in the Southern Division, but the games haven't really been going their way. That's why they're there, and their game later certainly very important for them to win.
Well, Pasay Voyagers, on the other hand, has dropped to number 7, 15-8, and yan po, that's why it's also an important game for them as they take on the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers. Ilagan Isabela lurking there at that 8th spot. Very precarious itong position ng number 4 hanggang number 8. Bataan right now can move up to number 9. And that's, first time that it's happened in a while na mapupunta sila sa number 9. That's why very important na magpakitang gilas ulit. Ito si Hubert Cani who had an outstanding game in their last game.
Yeah, Bataan certainly has tried to shift the gear into a different level, and Hubert Cani has done that para sa kanila. This is the kind of game that I've been expecting from Hubert Cani for a while now. I've always thought that he has this closer mentality. Kaya lang di niya lang masyado napapakita on a consistent basis. But in this game, he definitely showed out and made sure that they won that game against Binyan. 13 points para sa kanya, 5 out of 12 shooting and 3 assists. Those 8 points in the fourth quarter were really big shots.
Well, off the bounce, one of the deadliest players offensively dito sa ating liga to si Hubert Cani. When he has that ball off the dribble, dami niyang pwedeng gawin. No? Of course, hindi lang si Hubert Cani ang nagpakitang gilas for Bataan in that win against Binyan. the trio of Ives Sazo, JL Capulong, and Mitchell Maines also delivering the goods. JL Capulong has come into his own here as one of the top big men in the league. Syempre, Ives Sazo, one of the leading scorers all time in the MPBL, and Mitchell Maines coming, some sort of breakout season para sa kanya, and tingnan natin yung mga output nila, no? Very, very productive itong tatlong players na
I think in the coming games for Bataan, it's very crucial that these three guys always put in these kinds of production, especially ito si Ives Sazon. It's a special season for Mitchell Maines because finally he's been realizing his worth for Bataan, after having a little bit of an inconsistent season the past year. But right now, Mitchell Maines coming into his own for the Risers, and he's certainly been a big help in this late surge for the Risers as they try to make a better spot in the Northern Division.
Sa kabilang panig naman, Manila Batang Quiapo, the wins have not come para sa kanila, but the performances certainly have been impressive, particularly para kay Alfred Cedillo. Ever since he came on, he's looked very, very comfortable when the ball is in his hands and putting points on the board. Ito si Alfred Cedillo.
Yeah, I like what you said about him in that game against Abra na bumagal lang laro para sa kanya. So in his head, he's very much comfortable in everything that he does. Tansyado niya na lahat ng bagay at nakikita niya na talaga kung saan pupunta yung depensa, anong binibigay ng depensa sa kanya. That's why his numbers have been outrageously crazy these past few games.
Oo, no, Alfred Cedillo will try to lead Manila to an upset here. Bataan, and Bataan will look to score a victory to move up to number 9. Let's go to Richard Tapos for the starters.
Rizal bringing you the Season 7 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL. First game of today's triple header is one Bataan Risers versus Manila Batang Quiapo. Time to meet the starting lineups. Up first, the one Bataan Risers, Kamaya Coast. Center number 4, JL Capulong. At forward number 11, Rafi Octobre. Shooting guard number 18, Tutoy Ramirez. At forward number 23, Rinwil Yambing. Point guard number 3, Alfred Flores. The head coach is Goody Ilagan, with Ogie Gumatay, assisted by Arvin Ginto, John Flores, Mac Tan, F. Francisco, Rene Baina, Paul de la Cruz, Prince Cruz, Louis Cortina, Marvin Molines, Irvin Lozara, and Honorable Councilor Gary David. Assistant Team Manager Shai Evangelista, Team Managers Ariel Joaquin and Attorney Gary Palmero, Team Owner Luis Valenzuela. And here's for Manila, Batang Quiapo. Starting at guard number 1, Kenneth Pagkalinawan. Playing center number 23, Decoy Lopez. At forward number 20, Irvin Ancheta. Also at forward number 17, Alfred Cedillo. At guard number 3, the Hawkeye, Achi Inigo. Their head coach is Max Diandante. Assistant coaches Clint Guzarin, RJ Jonero, and Miller Gillian. Team manager Ivan Villaflor. Team governor Ado Salazar. Team owners Raymond Hong and Emilio Chu.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Alfred Flores, Tutoy Ramirez, JL Capulong, William Bing, and Rafi Octubre. Ang 5 for Bataan. Manila naman has Achi Inigo, Ken Pagkalinawan, Decoy Lopez, Alfred Cedillo, and Irvin Ancheta. Muntik ko na sabihin, Ken Pangilinan.
Di talaga nagkakali yung pangalan eh.
Oo, tapos
Just a few letters.
Very youthful looking. Ken
Tama ka dyan.
Pagkalinawan.
Tama ka dyan.
Might be the youngest here in the MPBL.
Yeah, he's another homegrown player for the Manila Batang Quiapo. Already played in that game against Abra, but was scored as played spot minutes in that game, getting the opportunity to start here against the Risers.
Oh, Inigo got the step. Mintis ang kanyang layup. Alan Manzano, Ray Gabriel, Leonard Layosa, and Karina Martin are officiating crew. William Bing. They go to Kapulong against Decoy Lopez. JL with a bucket.
If Bataan wants to make a statement, they definitely have to in this game, because I believe a blowout win for them in this one will definitely be good for their confidence. One. Number two, it will also send a message to the other teams left on their schedule that they are out here trying to lift their game up to a different level to solidify a spot in the playoffs. They still might have a chance for a spot in the top 8 actually.
Yeah, and if you're, if you're Bataan, you really want to push harder. It has not really panned out for them the way they wanted it to this season. Pero things are looking up here late in their campaign.
Well, the return of guys like Rafi Octobre and ito si Alfred Flores has definitely given them a big boost. And of course, the improved play of Hubert Cani, JL Kapulong, Mitchell Minas has also been very consistent. And he will be coming off the bench this afternoon.
Coach Max Dayandante, will we see him in the All-Star game?
I heard he's got game.
Were you there when you covered him last season in the executive game?
Yeah,
Puro crossover ang ginawa niyan dun eh.
tama.
Coach Max Dayandante.
Kaya sigurado ako magpapakondisyon na yan soon. Dahil malapit na rin eh.
Malapit na. We have the reigning slam dunk champion on the side of Manila.
I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of new dunks
Oo.
to show us. Nagpa-practice na yan eh.
Kita ko nga eh. Decoy Lopez has got the stroke early on.
That's the first basket
Biggest
for
chance of Manila to win a trophy this season.
Yeah. Yeah, with all things considered. Well, I mean, this guy has definitely won a trophy in terms of individual play this season. Ito si Decoy Lopez, although it has not been all rainbows and butterflies for his team, but he certainly has been enjoying one of the best seasons of his MPBL career.
Inigo. Goes to Cedillo against Rafi Octubre. Alfred putting in the moves. Cedillo with a fadeaway. Wow. Taking Rafi Octubre to school there.
Single coverage. You saw every other white shirt just standing there trying to clog the shaded area. But when Cedillo was already making his move, they just really stood there and watched Octubre get shot on.
The one guy who needs to get going for Bataan, William Bing.
Well, we've certainly been missing him lighting up the hardwood just like he did with San Juan in the previous years. He hasn't found his spot yet here with the Bataan Risers, but this guy, Tutoy Ramirez, has definitely did.
11-5, early timeout for Manila Batang Quiapo. This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Expa Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
You are still watching the MPBL. For the Bataan Risers, with the recent addition of their two defensive coaches, namely Coach Mac Tan and Coach John Flores, makikita naman natin ang naging improvement nila looking at their previous game against Binyan. At sabi nga nitong si Coach Ogie, malaki talaga ang naging dagdag nitong dalawang coach na ito, ng pagdating ng dalawang coach na ito sa team. But when I talked to Coach Mac, he said Bataan has that X factor na. Kumbaga sa bata, kulang lang talaga sila sa palo. Well, along with the additional defensive schemes, Coach Mac said we gave them honesty. Ano talaga yung nangyayari, ano yung kulang, and what needs to be done. The duration of the rotations have also been extended, to which the players also see as a good change because they are able to get their rhythm in the game. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea, and pretty much the diagnosis of what has been bothering Bataan this season. Decoy Lopez pulls the trigger, and I think a good reality check and kinailangan nila little self-awareness as well, Javi. Kailangan sabi nga ni Andrea, gotta be honest with everything. Sabi niya yun. Sinabi niya yun na honest ka dapat. Yun ang nangyayari dun sa Bataan.
Yeah, honesty is certainly the best policy. And yeah, for Bataan, obviously, coming into this season, they had lofty expectations, especially with the roster that they built. They really had some good pieces coming in. They brought in Chris Javier, they brought in Hubert Cani, Rin William Bing. Also was hoping for a great season para sa kanila, and they were really expecting to get a good record, especially at this point of the season, but that has not happened yet para sa kanila. But recently though, they've been showing good signs, especially in that win against Binyan, and that's why I had to say earlier that this is a good opportunity for them to make a statement. So a blowout win for them will really help their cause as they try to move up in the division standings in the north.
Yeah, Rafi Octubre makes it a 9-point lead, 17-8, 5.5 minutes remaining in the first period. And Alfred Cedillo able to draw the foul. Ang dulas na bantayan ni Rafi, ni Alfred Cedillo. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
He's definitely far away from the player that he was before. Sobrang galing na bumasa ng depensa. Iba na yung mga galaw. He's added stuff to his bag. And like you said, mas mabagal na yung laro sa ulo niya. That's why ang ganda na rin ng handles niya. And that has also helped him. I believe that was the biggest improvement of his game that really helped him elevate his game to a different level, yung improved ball handling skills.
He's part of that program nila Boss Jericho and Jensen Ilagan there in Paranaque. They play and do skills training. They play a lot of games.
That's a crazy program, by the way.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it, and the training that they get there is definitely super intense.
And then they have, if they need, recovery, they have a physio, meron silang...
Kompleto sila dun.
Oo. It's like a day job, really.
Honestly, yeah. That
8 to 5.
Yun nga yung laging bungad nila sa mga atletang dine-recruit nila. Yun yung offer. Kumbaga, it's like, having basketball as a day job. And this guy definitely benefited from it. Also, the frame, he has slimmed down. I think that also has been one of the differences para kay Alfred Cedillo.
Oo. Ang layo ng skills ni Alfred ngayon.
Layo. I mean, for you to train that long every day, that's almost Monday to Friday, and then you have league games on the weekends. Sino ba naman di gagaling dun?
Kaya nga. Sayang, hindi na labas sa Bacolod. Homegrown yan eh.
Oh! Well, he could be a good addition, especially...
Actually, last season, naglaro sa Bacolod. Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Because I'm saying that because I think there were discussions for him to play there at the start of the season. See, ano yun eh, I heard he was going back and forth with during the inter-barangay season of Bacolod. No? Kalaban niya sila Jeff Manday, sila JC Adjay, sila Dubozay. Magkakalaban yun dun.
Pity that they weren't able to bag him, but maybe next season that could be a possibility.
Oh, what a finish! For Cedillo.
He's just showing us the moves, Sedel. I mean, you did not expect him to make those kinds of shots before, but now he's doing almost everything we thought impossible for him to do.
Batalier misses. Yambing grabs the rebound. And there was a point there from Andrea's report earlier, yung minuto ng mga players nitong Bataan. No? Because it's such a stacked roster and it's This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere. And check out this move para makaiwas. That's a really good shot blocker there
Oh,
in
yeah.
William Bing.
Athletic move against an athletic defender.
Batalier. No, the thing that Andrea mentioned was about getting players ample minutes to find their rhythm and confidence, because a lot of these players, as Minus draws the foul plus the basket, a lot of these players dito sa Bataan, I feel like they're confidence players.
Yeah,
No, kailangan mong ibabad para magkakumpiyansa.
just like this guy. He's been seeing an uptick in his numbers recently. Well, this season in particular, actually. And Mitchell Minus, we've seen him before with Pampanga. He is a very capable player of leading a squad. He once again climbs the ladder just as he usually does on a regular basis there to get that offensive rebound and put back.
Joe Gomez Deñano, our reigning slam dunk king, is fouled on the way to the cup.
That's a good aggressive drive to the basket para kay Joe. You like him better when he's not settling for those outside shots. That's really where he can get a good percentage of his looks.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Joe averaging 6.6 points per game this season. Here's Minus. Mitchell turns around this, and Jared Bento with a stick back.
Jared Bento, I think, was also one of the guys that have given them a real boost, although it might not show in terms of the numbers, but he's been an X factor in terms of his presence on the floor, the defense that he provides, and just the hustle also.
Minus, ball knocked away by Batalier. Kani is there, muntik pang maagaw ni Inigo. This is Minus on the drive, unchallenged.
Pretty tough to stop him when you just let him blow by you like that without any rim protection too.
30-15. This is the drive from Mitchell Minus. Can take off right there inside the paint.
Oh, Eusebio just had to make a business decision there not to be part of the poster. He just stepped out of the way and let Minus do his thing.
Minute and 50 remaining here in the first period.
I do agree, you know, with the point that was made earlier with Bataan really struggling with giving the players in their roster the minutes that they need. But, you know, with a stacked roster like this, that has really been the challenge para sa kanila. And you can't really make everybody happy. So it's really up also to coaching staff and management to communicate to the players kung ano ba talaga ang plano, sino ba talaga ang bibigyan ng minuto. And the other players have to be okay with that.
And I think they have gotten the point across, really.
Yeah.
So nakikita natin with Coach Mactan there, Coach John Flores adding to the coaching staff as Minus goes in and has a chance for a possible three-point play.
Dalawang veteranong coach na yan. You know, they've seen a lot of battles throughout their careers and they've handled a whole lot of players as well. That's why being there to help Coach Ogie Gumatay and Coach Goody Ilagan handle this squad, certainly a big boost para sa kanila.
A nice fake right there. Guevara scores 34-17. Kani drops it off to Vipto.
I could have already taken the shot, but a very unselfish play there para kay Hubert Cani, who makes his second assist of this game.
Soriano was fouled on the way up. Here's Hubert Cani right here. Naiwan si Inigo doon. Minus gets a breather. Carl Bringas is in the game.
Bataan on pace to get 40 here in the first quarter. Maybe even 45.
So 40 siguro. 45.6 seconds remaining. They can go for a 2-for-1 here. Ives Sazon, Dom Vera, Vento, Bringas, and Cani are on the floor. Cani. That won't work. Guevara with the rebound. Joe Gomez de Llano. Here he comes. Atake sa gitna. Joe GDL with the basket.
I love to see more of those kinds of drives coming from Joe GDL.
Last shot time para sa Manila. Ives Sazon. Sazon, finger roll. No resistance there from Manila, and that will do it sa ating first quarter dito sa Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. And Inigo and the rest of the Manila Batang Quiapo falling into an early hole here against JL Capulong and the rest of the Bataan Risers.
Well, that's been the case pretty much the whole season for Manila. The first quarter has always been a problem for them, and that's the reason why they've lost so many of their games via blowout. Bataan enjoying a very hot shooting performance in that first quarter, shooting 18 out of 26 to establish this 38-20 lead heading into the second frame.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back here in Montalban, Rizal para sa ating first game ngayong Huwebes dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Bataan winning over Binyan at home last week, 73-62. And you can say this is one of the biggest wins of the season para dito sa Risers.
Oh, no doubt about it. This was an upset that they gained. Big win para sa kanila, and again, a big confidence booster for them that was brought about by great play from guys like Hubert Cani, Ives Sazon, and then you had Mitchell Minus and JL Capulong also contributing to that huge victory para sa Bataan.
Oh, already with 26 attempts, the Risers making 18 in that first half period. Ganda talaga ng nilalaro dito ngayon ng Bataan.
They want to keep on continuing to build on this momentum, especially in these final stretch of games. This is a good time for them to really rise up and stay true to their moniker.
Open si Bringas sa corner. That's a three-pointer. Carl Bringas, he's been in and out of the starting lineup, Javi, ito si Carl Bringas.
Yeah, but I think he is one guy who's been quietly improving and has certainly flew under the radar for this Bataan squad. But I like how he's always been open to being taught the right things on the court. He's been very humble in accepting those.
The three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Carl Bringas hitting his first three of the game.
Just being a sponge, listening to the veteran big men amongst his teammates has really helped him push his game to different heights.
41-21 inside. That was a miss
Because I remember during his first season here in the league, medyo may mga laro siya na makikita mo dinadaga sa, may kaba factor pa. But eventually, he's grown into his position and has been one of the key contributors para dito sa Bataan, whether it's starting or coming off the bench. Although the numbers may not be really big, but he has been just the right amount of help that Bataan has needed.
Oh, okay. Parang ano siya medyo gigil siya lagi
Oo, itong kanyang first season.
sa mga laro nila.
Well, ito, I'm sure gigil na gigil itong bumalik sa court ngayon and scoring already on his first basket. Robbie Darang back from a 2-month layoff.
Tagal din nun para kay Robbie Darang. It's nice to see him back para sa dito sa especially for their playoff push. They're gonna need everyone, all hands on deck for this playoff push. Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Feel more game with 1xBet.
I'm sure Alex Ramos missed getting passes like that from their floor general, Robbie Darang, who has risen to become the top point guard of this team before his injury, where he had to sit out, like I said, 2 months.
Alex Ramos with back-to-back baskets. Kinalahati na dito ng yung score dito ng yung Bataan, yung Manila.
There hasn't been a lot of defense played here by the Batang Quiapo, and Bataan has capitalized on that lack of defensive pressure.
Dom Vera, atake. Ramos, labas kay Robbie Darang. Darang, nice cut. Baguio, unable to finish. And there's a whistle going against Bringas.
That time, you saw a lot of maroon shirts really try and battle it out for that board there against those big men of Bataan, helping them get the possession.
Chidillo misses the three. Rebound ni Dom Vera. Here comes Darang. Bringas running the floor. The reverse. Galing kay Carl Bringas.
You see they're very smooth. Got it right on the catch. Did not force it up right away on the right side. Took that extra dribble to get on the left side and finishing with a nice reverse.
Three. Yes. Steven Toralba cuts the deficit to 23.
It's been pretty much just exchanging baskets here between the two squads. Manila just letting Bataan have their way, but on the other side, the Batang Quiapo have seen some of their players hit some outside shots.
This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners. 50-27. Toralba. That's a three from Eusebio. Mintis yan. Rebound. Nakuha ni Ramos. Robbie Darang. Gets it to Ramos. Pwesto na si Bringas sa ilalim. Dom Vera. Too strong on the three. Eusebio gets a running start. Eusebio is fouled on the layup.
And both Darang and Vera
Walang umamin.
putting their hands up in disbelief after that whistle was blown. They did not think that they touched Red Eusebio on that shot attempt, but our referee seeing it otherwise. That was a rare fast break opportunity para sa Manilang Batang Quiapo in this game.
And Eusebio sinks the first free throw. Ano mo yung pangalan ni Red Eusebio? Parang hindi pang basketball player.
Yun na nga parang artista no?
Hindi, parang direktor.
Mismo.
Parang
Tama
parang
ka dyan.
pero tama ka, parang nasa entertainment industry.
Yes.
Nandun din pala sa iniisip mo rin pala yun.
Hindi ko lang sinabi dahil akala ko hindi na siya kinakailangan sabihin sa coverage na to, pero I certainly agree with that.
We can have a little fun once
Oh
in a
yeah,
while.
for sure, no doubt about it. I wouldn't mind either. You know, we might actually try to ask Red maybe after the halftime break kung
May talent ba
may
siya
talent ba siya sa directing, alam mo yun,
or
may
acting.
feel ba siya for the entertainment industry?
Oo nga.
Kasi minsan, you know, what happens in your life is already seen in the name that is given to you.
Tapos, sabihin niya pa kay Andrea, may stage fright po ako. Hindi po talaga ako, hindi ko talaga kaya magsalita in front of the camera or in front of a lot of people as check out this drive from Eusebio. Ay, ang isang masasabi ko lang kay Red Eusebio, ang magaling siya mag-basketball.
Ayun na nga. Kaya
Magaling
naman
siya
siya
maglaro.
nandito. Naglalaro para sa Manila, hitting some difficult shots in this game. But
Parang alam mo yun, malamang at some point, you know, you're gonna play against these type of player in the rec league or, you know, on a weekend, and he's gonna put 30 or 40 on the other team.
yeah, you know, these are the types of players that, for rec league players, you hate to go up against during weekend leagues, right? I mean, you're out there trying to get a sweat out, break a sweat, and maybe trying to be a little bit more competitive amongst your friends. And then you see a guy like Red Eusebio there just nonchalantly putting up 30, 40, 50 points. What a bummer.
Dalawang tatlong galaw lang yung ginagawa
Yun na
sa'yo.
nga. Simple lang.
Pero ubus ka.
Ubos talaga.
Ganda ng galaw dito ni Toralba. The hesitation move against Dante Baguio.
But it's been him and Eusebio trying to make the shots here for Manila in this second quarter. But again, the defense hasn't really held up para sa kanila. But now, putting in two big men here are the Batang Quiapo in Baltazar and Decoy Lopez, hoping to shore up their defense in the front court.
Here's Eusebio again. Atake sa gitna. And the turnaround, Red Eusebio. I love it.
You were definitely not wrong in bringing up that topic, Mr. Tupas. You were right on point, and he definitely deserves all the attention he's getting right now from us.
Grabe. Ayun yung mga galaw, no, na nakikita mo pag
Yung
naglalaro
tipong
ka sa-
ginagawa mo na lahat sa depensa para subukang pigilan siya, but he just makes things look so easy. Yun yung mga nakakainis kalaban sa mga rec leagues eh.
malamang the game would be in some random gym in the metro.
Yep.
And this is no offense to him. Yung profile niya parang it's not like, you know, when you see Robbie Darang or a Alfred Flores, alam mo, player to. Player talaga to. Para si Tito. Simple eh.
Yun na nga yung mas nakakatakot eh. Yung mga unassuming kinds of profiles. Tapos makikita mo pag nasa court na ang galing-galing pala.
Oo.
Yun yung nakakainis eh.
Tsaka walang accessory, naka-shorts lang, tsaka yung iba, dahil accessories eh, no? May arm sleeve,
Naka-compression
pants. Dito kasi bawal yung yung inner shirt.
Meron pa nga sa rec leagues, nagsusuot ng undergarment na long sleeves eh.
Grabe yun.
Grabe nga yun. I mean,
Tapos, shooter.
yun pa. Kaya lang, parang ikaw, magtataka ka rin. Ang init-init, pero nakakaganon.
Oh.
Well, I mean, kanya-kanya trip naman yan.
Kaya nga eh. But, you know, there has to be. I think there has to be like some content that we see, like a lot of the profiles of all the people you play against in the rec league, right?
That would actually be very good. I'd love to see that too.
Oh, I don't know. Pahinga muna tayo. Let's go to Andrea.
Para naman sa Manila Batang Quiapo, Coach Max De Andante admitted that due to the heavy rains, karamihan sa mga players nila ay na-late ng punta. Bumabaha na raw kasi on the way to our venue tonight. Ambrosio is sick, He-Man is injured, hence their absence today. But the guy who's been showing up for the team, nabanggit nyo nga kanina itong si Alfred Cedillo, who's been averaging 22 points per game as of the moment. Ito lang ang sinabi niya sa akin, may pinaghahandaan kasi ako, Andre. So right now, he's been putting a lot more effort in his conditioning and skills training. Sa katunayan nga, he has been dedicating and completes 8 hours of his day for work, and for the past months, undoubtedly, it's been showing, right? So Delphin Hazi.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And ano kayong pinaghahanda ni Alfred? Matanong nga ito mamaya.
Well, you know, I think he's just trying
Maybe
to,
a personal milestone, a life, a life decision or a work decision.
well, for me, I think, well, there was a report in one of his first games here this season that he wasn't really sure if he was going to come back. So I think him just preparing himself for it just is reassuring himself that tama nga yung desisyon na ginawa niya at ayaw niya na rin sayangin na nandito siya ngayon. Just trying to take advantage of the moment and the opportunity given to him.
Cedillo goes 2 for 2. 59-36 is the count. A little over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Octubre. Ives. Jumper, yes. Basta papunta sa kaliwa.
Oh yeah,
Deadly na.
that's his favorite side when going for that jump shot. He's got already 11 points in this game. Ito si Ives Sazon. Really a good game for him to sharpen his shooting for future battles. These kinds of games really is a good opportunity for you to increase your confidence.
Oh, that is off the inbound turnover. 61-36. Flores. Oh, may have been fouled there. Wow, nice pass. Ancheta will finish.
Oh, what a feed from Soriano, threading the needle with that bullet pass.
Inside, Tutoy Ramirez with a score.
Bataan just continues to pound it inside. Also been making some outside shots. They've been hitting from everywhere here. Really dismantling this Manila defense here in the second quarter.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. We have a timeout. Babalik kami. We're back here at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. 63-38. Bataan in total command of this ball game. Pressure here, Soriano. Ancheta passes it to the wrong guy. Flores. Manila stops the fast break. And wala pa sila sa penalty.
Although it's been pretty much a lopsided game between these two squads, Bataan has really delivered on their end of the floor. Manila still gaining some small wins in this matchup with guys like Eusebio, Torralba, Soriano making some good plays, but it's really the lack of defense that has allowed Bataan to score 63 points already with still 46 and a half seconds remaining here in the first half.
And 3 from Rafi Octubre. 66-38 now.
They could actually end up with 70 if they could.
And Inigo knocks down the jumper.
But I think they're going to slow this down and maybe take the final shot. Ooh.
An offensive foul on Flores.
Offensive foul on number 3.
Just a little bit too aggressive there to si Alfred Flores as he tried to get Soriano out of the scene.
Cedillo. He gets it back. Inigo will fire a three. Masyado malakas. Rebound. Nakuha ni Flores. He has time. And nearly made that one. And we go into the break with the Risers ahead by 26 against the Manila Batang Quiapo here at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. First half numbers para kay JL Capulong, 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Actually, marami sila ang maganda nilaro ng first half. Reason why itong Bataan is in total control of this ball game.
They definitely took advantage of the lack of interior resistance galing dito sa Manila Batang Quiapo, pounding it inside early to John Lloyd Capulong, who enjoys scoring honors here in this game with the Besazon and Mitchell Minus.
Nakan.
Coach, feel ko pinapakitaan kayo.
Nagsidagol. Fade away, one-hander.
James Sena, 15 points in this game, and he is featured in our Gixer Great Move of the Game, Born for Great.
This has to be the play of the game.
Oh yeah.
Put it in the top 10. Number 10. Tapos Coach Egay. Reaction ni Coach Egay. Pero mo, yung muyo ko, natawa yan eh. Yung muyo ko.
Back to PJ. Against Joshua Yero. Gets past him and rolls it in. Cuts the lead down to 11.
What a finger roll by PJ. Getting past a couple of black shirts and scooping it up. Ibang klase yung finger roll na yun. Off-legged pa. Pero again, stretch na rin kasi yung mileage ng ibang players dito sa Cagers. Eh, no? Oh, what a finish!
Oh, Ramos had to improvise there. At he did that in successful fashion para sa Muntinlupa Cagers. A little run here being made by the guys in blue.
You know what I like about that? He was clearly decided that I'm going to challenge this defense of JJ Pido. And what I like also about it is immediately after he made that shot.
First basket of the game.
Pumayod siya doon at apat ulit ang lamang sa Mindoro. Dipsido from Alfred Flores.
Very shifty. Yung galawan na yan na si Flores.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Pactalio attacks, takes off his defender. Wow, able to sneak that one through.
Oh man, that's what you miss about a Mactalio, you know? Guys will always say, you know, when you see Mactalio with the ball, he always is gonna find a way to score. And right here, you know, scoop underneath.
Yambing, balik kay Alfred Flores. Malayo ito, galing sa tres! On net! Clutzy shot from Alfred Flores.
I gotta wake myself up. Parang feeling ko, linggo pa rin eh. Naalala ko pa rin si Doy Remoca.
Alfred Flores has come alive here.
Was the first assistant, and then they brought in Coach Onak Magtulis and Coach Richard De La Rosa.
Oh,
Both of
okay.
their teammates during their championship run before. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Where did that come from?
Somebody's letting out a lot of rage.
They've had enough of turnovers. Ball got stolen, but not this time. More of Art and J-Boy Solis on the floor at the same time. Good cut.
Mactalio with a reverse.
That to me is really just understanding basic spread offense basketball. See this right here. Ball on the post. That weak side guy, 45, has to cut. And how about that control of Mactalio?
Gixer, great move of the game. Born for greatness. Coughs up the ball. 2 seconds remaining. Calo steps into a free. Knocks that one down to beat the buzzer. What a night for Eman Calo. May duda pa ba?
Hindi, isang quarter pa, pwede pa magbago isip natin. Pero sa quarter na ito, hindi magbabago ang isip natin that Emad Calo was definitely the best player.
Parang wala lang, talagang umiling-iling pa. Highlights of the game brought to you by
Masama pa yung
Siplas,
loob.
the official hydration partner. Kani, left corner shot, no.
What a
Minus
rebound.
climbing the ladder, puts it back in. And a foul whistle on Mindoro.
Say it with your chest, Mr. Minus. After a beautiful play for the second chance, tulad nga nung sinabi mo, inakyat yung mataas na hagdanan. Hindi lang yun, umangat pa ng malakas. 3-point play pa ang kasama.
Halftime now between the Bataan Risers and the Manila Batang Quiapo. The score is 66-40. It's been a very lopsided game in favor of Bataan sa laro na to, and they've been absolutely dominating this Manila squad. You see the numbers there on your screens. They're shooting a staggering 57% from the field, 30 out of 52 shooting. That's also plus 20 in terms of attempts against Manila. Plus 13 on the glass, and they've absolutely pounded it inside, scoring a majority of their production inside the shaded area, 42-14 in that department, and almost everybody has delivered here for Bataan, with a lot of guys already on the board sa laro na to. It's just 3 guys in this game who haven't scored, but Bataan has practically played everybody in this game. They've already seen some minutes on the court. Ives Sazon leads the way for the Risers. On the other side, it's Alfred Cedillo who is the leading scorer for the Batang Quiapo at 13 points.
Third quarter underway. Manila with possession. Down 26. Inigo, Gomez Diliano, Torralba, Canlas, and Batalier, the 5 on the floor for the Batang Quiapo. Mintis ang tira niya Canlas. Here's Hubert Cani. Cani on the move. Yambing goes baseline, takes the jumper. Masyadong malakas. Rebound ni Gomez Diliano. And Robbie Darang breaking up the fast break. Hubert Cani, kita mo, he looks very, very sharp, no? Parang ang dali to makapunta to whichever spot he wants to be on the floor. Hindi din nakakatulong na hindi ganun kahigpit ang depensa nitong Manila, but he's certainly moving better. I think this is the fittest he's been since he joined the league.
Tama ka dyan. I agree with that. And the focus as well has been very sharp para kay Hubert Cani. And I think he's hell-bent in proving a point here that, you know, he used to be one of the elite guards coming out of the collegiate level. And medyo napag-iwanan siya nung kanyang ibang mga batchmates. But I think with his play here, he's trying to remind everybody that, hey, you know, I'm still one of the best guards here in the league.
Sino ba mga batchmates ito? Sila Axel?
Yes.
Hubert Cani knocks down the 3, and
Jerry Pingoy actually was also...
Coco Pingoy.
Yeah.
Masyadong ano kasi eh. He's a very youthful looking guy. Si Hubert Cani. I stopped short at saying good looking, but I will add good looking as well.
Well, I mean, to have a pretty girlfriend, you must be very good looking as well.
Siyempre. 71-42. Bataan is off to a really strong start again here in the third. Just under 2 minutes gone by, and the Risers continue to push, bring us with the finish on the break. 71-42. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back here at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. Bataan's next 3 games certainly going to be a challenge for them here. Pampanga, medyo mabigat na kalaban yan. Parañaque, one of the bottom teams in the league. And then, Quezon Huskers. (71-42). Batalier. And a miss collected by Gabawat. Hubert Cani will drive. Easy scoop para kay Hubert. And a turnover again for Manila. Darang is fouled by Batalier.
I like what Batan's doing right now, that they're giving Kani and Darang a lot of time playing with each other. I'm pretty sure that Coach Ogie and Coach Goody will let them have the majority of this quarter sharing the floor with each other, because I'm sure they're gonna be sharing the floor a lot in their future games.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Siyempre dahil matagal na wala si Robbie, it's a good time for them to get reacquainted. Of course, practice is much different from game time, and that's why this is a good opportunity for them to do so.
He sinks the second. Coach Rene Baina there. Joe, labas kay Canlas, Batalier, thought about it. Joe Gomez de Llano against Carbringas. Joe makes his move, recovers. Inigo will launch it from beyond the arc and hit.
Look good the moment it left his hands.
75 to 45. Kani with a getaway.
And there continues to be little to no resistance inside the shaded area for Manila. And Bataan is taking advantage of this scenario, and this is also a good time for William Bing to get things going inside the paint, but he decides to set up Jamil Gabawan on that play.
79 to 45. Inigo against Kani, and taken away by Kani, but the whistle going against Hubert Kani. The system of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Jamil Gabawan all alone on that cut to the basket. Nice recognition galing kay William Bing.
18 assists for Bataan, only 10 for Manila. It's in and out and in again.
Back-to-back hits from the outside. Galing kay Hachi Inigo.
Kani. Gabawan back to Kani. Hubert passes to the wrong guy. Eusebio will drive, and red Eusebio.
He's back to his scoring ways. Coming off the bench here in the second half.
Darang. Gabawan. Back to Robbie. Robbie Darang for three. It's short, and Gabawan with a stick back.
That's an easy cleanup job para kay Jamil Gabawan. No box out for the Batang Quiapo there.
Alfred Cedillo. Eusebio scores down the middle.
And he's already up to 11 points. Ito si Red Eusebio.
81 to 52. Hubert Kani halfway through this third period. The three from Hubert.
He's already drawn up an impressive stat line in this game, and he just wants to pile up the points just like his other teammates sa laro na to.
84 to 52 now. Balik sa laro si Besazon and Dom Vera. Kani will get a breather. Darang is also getting a breather.
A well-deserved rest for these two guys. They certainly have played this third quarter well. Now, I have to say, this Bataan team might be one of the teams with the most stat coaching staff.
Yes. Dami, no?
And a lot of veteran experience combined.
Oh, Mitchell Maynez, hang time move. Off the backdoor play.
Jamil Gabawan has to be the best backdoor passer, at least amongst big men here in the league.
Yes,
There's nobody who does it better.
Vera to Yves Sazon, unselfish play from the two gunners. 89 to 52 for Bataan.
They're moving the ball, they're getting open shots, and they're knocking them down. And Bataan is certainly building on that momentum that they gained in that win against Binyan sa kanilang huling laro.
And what I like about Bataan now is their demeanor, Javi.
Yes.
You know, they may be up big, but they're not showboating. They're pretty locked in. Alam mo ano they mean business. Because other teams, up by this big, they might be laughing and they might be horsing around. Play of the Game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. But look at them. They're locked in defensively and then trying to execute offensively as Eusebio is fouled by Sazon.
And just like what we like to say, Sidel, that especially if you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, games like this, it shouldn't stop you from doing all the good things, to playing the game the right way, because at the end of the day, basketball is all about forming the right habits. It's all about consistency.
There's yours, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Maraming salamat sa LGR. And meanwhile, let's go to Andrea.
Ives Sazon, a known scorer in this league, shared to me his perspective of his growth looking at the past years of being here in the MPBL. Kwento niya sa akin, alam mo Andrea, ngayon alam kong nag-develop talaga yung maturity ko. Siguro kasi malaking factor na rin doon na iba rin talaga yung kalibre ng nasa environment ko. Sabi niya nga, noon sa Marikina parang gusto ko ako lang lagi yung nasa court. Hawak ko lang lagi yung bola. Pero ngayon, kita rin daw kasi niya yung talent at hard work ng teammates niya. So he learned to respect their game and what they can bring to the table. Bottom line, he has learned how to be more of a team player, and whenever he gets his minutes, it surely won't be taken for granted. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And from really one of the young rising stars of this league, ngayon, Ives Sazon, you can say na isa na siya sa mga veterano talaga na dito.
No doubt about it. I mean, to be one of only two guys to be on the 2,000 points club, that certainly says a lot.
Alfred Zedilio knocks down the three. Continues to play well. 16 points for the Batang Quiapo. Pero laki na ng lamang dito ng Bataan.
No, he's just trying to do the best that he can individually at least, because clearly as a team defensively they have really suffered sa laro na to. They're the worst defensive team here in the league, but this 3-point shot really big.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances para dito kay Alfred Zedilio. And Don Vera trying to come up with a steal. He commits the foul on Soriano. (94 to 57 ang ating score. Sazon with a rebound now with Vera. Vera will drive and score off the glass and in. 96 to 57. Decoy Lopez fires, no. Rebound, Sazon. Bataan just too much against Manila here. Ives, he'll get the roll. Ives Sazon. Look like they will breach the century mark here, and we're only in the third period.
Oh, they're on pace really for that, and they might actually score 120, 130 in this game if they continue to shoot baskets in this manner.
That's our Gixxer great move of the game, born for greatness. Toralba to Zedilio. Alfred shoots short. Minus the rebound. Swings it over to Ives Sazon. A three, yes! 101 to 57, and we are still just in the third quarter. It's been an incredible show of firepower para dito sa Bataan Risers.
That's now 21 points in the game. para kay Ives Sazon and Batan's 10th 3 in this game and counting. They're not yet done sa laro na to.
That's our Dixer fan of the game, born for greatness. A minute and 34 remaining in the third quarter. 21 points already para kay Ives Sazon on 3 of 7 shooting. Oh boy, this is a game where Ives certainly, this is something that he relishes. Na, the defense is not as tight as he usually is facing in this league.
Yeah, and the shots have been falling para sa kanya because you always hate to see an Ives Sazon taking a lot of shots and missing them. And I'm sure if you're Bataan, you always hope that Ives will have an efficient night, game in and game out, because his production is certainly one of the biggest factors in them garnering a lot more victories in this league. He's still one of the best players of this team, if not the best player. So imperative that he gets his fair share of the pie in the manner that is efficient, in a manner that is very beneficial to the team.
Yeah, Alfred Cedillo, that's the first one to drop. Two for two for Alfred. $103-59 ang ating score. Minute remaining in the third. Sazon feeling it. No. Dom Vera sa ilalim. And the pass to Ramos, who scores on the jump hook. Cedillo, pinilit. Gets it to go.
Well, he's just on a mission in this game to score as much points as he can, because Bataan's defense has loosened up a bit and he's certainly taken advantage of it.
107-61 after that basket from Alex Ramos. Cedillo saves it only to minus. May oras pa dito for Bataan. Mitchell drives in. Another basket para kay Mitchell minus. Bataan all business here. And Cheta able to get the inbound. 3 seconds remaining. Toralba looks at the clock. And he will miss the three as we end the third quarter, with Bataan ahead 109-61. We still have a 1 full quarter to go here, but the Risers can start celebrating as they are in absolute control of this ball game. Ubercani already in double figures as well. Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
And as they went back to the bench after this quarter, you could see that even the coaches, they're still reminding the players that got to keep your head in the game despite being up by a gargantuan margin. At this point, they will not stop yet.
We will be right back for the fourth and final quarter. Head of Operations Emer Oreta. Nasa patron section. Not in his usual seat. Si Kuya Tata dapat kinuhanan na rin kasi mag-birthday yan eh. Fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Birthday daw niyan sa Sabado.
Uy,
Ilang beses
Mukhang-
pa ako pinaalala pa sa akin. Humihingi ng regalo.
Anong regalo ang ibibigay mo kay Kuya Tata?
Hindi ko alam eh. Baka bagong damit. Last season na MPBL na
Tama.
uniform eh.
I think LGR might want to give him a present.
Dante Baguio will launch the 3 and that's back-to-back para kay Dante Baguio. That has got to be the slowest release that I've seen in this ball game.
O, sinipat niya pa talaga ng matindi yun eh.
Tapos yung bench nakaabang eh. Gusto ko i-reenact eh. Parang,
If you get that certain play in slow motion, that very clip, see that? Oh,
medyo matagal yung release na yun, ha?
Sinigurado niya.
Suspended din yung celebration doon sa bench, eh.
they got everybody, that got everybody on the edge of their seat. That whole maybe 5 seconds it was happening.
Stephen Toralba goes back to the bench. Balik naman sa laro si Joe Gomez de Llano. John Baltazar. Eusebio gets away and scores.
Bataan has been very successful in stopping a lot of people on this Manila squad, but they've had little luck in trying to stifle Red Eusebio.
Inside, Vento misses. Cedillo is fouled by Baguio.
Obviously, that's a guy that they haven't been able to limit to. Is si Alfred Cedillo getting a good aggressive rebound on that play.
115 to 63. And getaway from Cedillo short. Sa kabila naman, mintis si Flores. Vento is whistled for the loose ball foul.
Yep, he was caught pushing there. Ito si Jared Vento still under a special guest license. Still has playing years with his collegiate squad. Teammate rin to nila Tutoy Ramirez sa ni Alfred Flores.
Yeah. Eusebio is blocked by Ramos. Ramirez trying to work with Vento. Oh. 3 from Dante Baguio. That's in and out. Inigo for 3. Cedillo. Nice fake. Fouled by Ramos.
Or pretty much just waiting for the final score here. I'd really love to see how far Bataan can take this scoring-wise, because there's still a lot of time remaining in this game. They're already up to 115 points.
Cedillo nasa linya. Oh, misses the first. One for 2. Split at the line para kay Alfred Cedillo. $115 to 64. Ramos misses from close range.
That's a sorry miss. Ang ganda pa naman sana ng pasa ni Tutoy Ramirez. Just easily able to give it to him. Oh, that is going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Joe Gomez de Llano holding on to the jersey of Dante Baguio. Could have seen a slam there. Joe GDL preventing Dante from giving him a dose of his own medicine.
Yeah, and Joe acknowledging the call. Good sportsmanship there being shown. Under 16 to 64.
And I wonder if Bataan can actually match Sarangani's record of 148 points.
Pwede.
Ooh.
Umabot si Tutoy. Joe puts it in off the glass.
At least good effort shown there on the second try by Joe, able to clean up his own mess.
Flores will not get the roll. Pagdo with the offensive rebound. Vento, nice fake.
He's really got good footwork for a big man. Ito si Jared Vento.
Saktong-sakto siya dito sa MPBL.
Yeah. Hindi siya masyado madribble eh. Talagang dinadaan niya sa footwork pag nasa loob siya. Because other guys are just gonna try and really pound you back to the basket repeatedly. Not really a lot of moves, but this guy, Jared Vento, he's smooth. That guy's smooth as well. Alfred Flores, we've seen what he can do. And that guy is also, he may be puny, but he is an absolute scoring machine.
Laki na nga ng katawan nito ni Alfred eh. Parang bigla rin nag-mature yung katawan after one season.
Yeah. And I'm sure they acknowledge the opportunity to once again be playing for their college head coach. It brings, I'm sure, a lot of comfort para sa kanila.
The Don Vera misses. That's a foul on Tutoy Ramirez.
Trying to,
ano ko yan eh, nakikita ko yan sa mga limahan eh. Yung iisahan mo yung mas malaki. Kunwari, ilalabas mo yung kamay mo.
ginagawa mo rin ata yan eh.
Ay hindi, nangahawi ako. Hindi ko ginagawa yan. Dalawa ginagawa ko dyan. Nangahawak ako para hindi makatalon. Pero hanapin mo muna yung referee.
Ayun,
Kung saan
para
yun.
sure na hindi makikita ganun. Talagang mga taga-Bacolod talaga, magugulang rin talaga kayo eh, no?
Hindi naman. Minsan lang. Pero lahat naman eh. Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, sa subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
It's really a skill, honestly.
Yeah, mga allergic sa mga athletic yan. Kami yun.
Hindi pwede yung mga patalon-talon parate.
Oo. Ngayon, hindi lang ako allergic sa athletic at pati sa mga bata, no? Galaw ng galaw na hindi mo mahabol. Dante Baguio, smooth stroke para kay Dante Baguio.
So pag may batang dadating sa mga limahan nyo dati, tapos meron pang dumadating na sobrang athletic, siguro sama ng tingin nyo parate.
Oo. Ano kagad yan?
Markado.
Oo. Ano lang, hindi naman hard foul
Oo naman.
Pero,
paparamdam nyo lang sa kanila.
oo, papakilala ka lang. Inigo. Bilis pa rin ang scoring natin dito kahit fourth quarter na.
Oh yeah.
Eusebio. Yan, ang hindi mo pwedeng, alam mo yun, papahirapan mo na pero makakashoot pa rin. Yan si Red Eusebio.
He hasn't slowed down one bit, especially here in the second half. Akala nga natin na hindi na siya masyadong magiging kasing buenas during this second half compared to the first two quarters, but he is really showed out still. Just like this guy, Jared Vento.
I think this is one game that can really loosen up Bataan.
Oh yeah, this is really a big help para sa kanila, especially coming off a big-time win against Binyan. It's a nice way for them to be able to build momentum without having so much worry.
Oo.
Yeah, they can just play a little more carefree but still doing the right things.
128 to 71, under 4 minutes remaining. And Bataan is waiting for the final buzzer here. 3:56 to play. We'll be right back. .56 to play. And all over, but the final score here, Mitchell minus already with 17 points. Second leading scorer behind Ives Sazon with 21. Missed only one shot, Mitchell.
He continues his consistent play here for the Bataan Risers. It's a good sign para sa kanila. Mas mabagal ba yung release ni Carl Bringas kay Dante Pagyo?
Pareho sila eh. Medyo matagal-tagal din yung inantay ko bago binitawan yung bola eh.
They're 17 points away from tying Sarangani's scoring record of 148.
Manila can have a say in that if they slow things down, but they don't look like they also are slowing down.
They're also just continuing to play with pace. They're trying to score right away. Oh. That was quite the throw there by Yambing.
Buti na nasa tuhod lang.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was not really any ill intent with that. Just really trying to save the basketball.
Here's the three from Toralba earlier.
Now he's been making some outside shots in this game.
Robbie Darang for three. No. Don Vera able to secure the offensive rebound. 2.5 minutes to play. Yambing to Pagyo. Yes.
Even with a faster release, Pagyo still able to make that shot there from the
Was
corner.
that a Dante Pagyo fan? It looks like his dad.
Nasaan?
Ayun, yung kinuha na kanina.
Talaga?
Kasama natin. Ayun, no? Maganda na extra pass ni William Bing.
Yeah, this time it was a quicker shot there. You know?
Yun. That's Lito Pagyo, by the way. No relation to Dante.
Kayo na lang ang humusga.
Oh. May ano eh, Pagyo yung hulma eh.
Pareho rin kaya sila ng tira. Baka sa tira
Ay,
natin
may ano to,
makikita.
baka may shooting to. Si Lito.
Mamaya patirahin natin si Kuya
Grabe.
dito.
Alam mo,
Bigyan ng bola yan
nakikita ko
mamaya.
na yung mga ano eh, no, mga reaction ng mga kasama natin dito. Nung kinuhanan si Kuya Lito.
Panigurado, tawanan sila sa OB van dyan.
Sure ball. Darang. Bring us. Yes. Oh, they're going. I feel like they're going after the record.
They seem to know it. They seem to have it on their minds. Look at the way they're lifting up their shots. It's really in a very quick manner. They're really trying their best to score quickly.
148.
So they're just 10 points away now. A minute and 28.
Kaya yan.
That's not impossible with the way that they've been scoring sa laro na to.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Alam mo, feeling ko nung nagbago ng hairstyle to si Carl Bringas, doon talaga gumanda yung laro niya. Dati, di ba, brush up. Medyo brush up yung style niya eh.
Oo.
Ngayon, nakababa na, may bangs pa eh.
Kailangan mo ring magaling-ganyan, Javi. Baka yan ang
Nako
magbabago sa buhay mo.
Nako po, di bagay sa akin yan. Pero yan talaga, oh my goodness!
Ganda ng pasa. Dante Baguio in front of Lito Baguio.
Making my daddy proud. That is what Dante Baguio just said with that play.
62 points ang lamang. Decoy, the extra pass to Canlas. He misses. Batalier is fouled by Yambing.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of high-flying acrobatics by Dante Baguio this year and last year. But I gotta say, I haven't seen a lot yet from Rin William Bing in his time with Bataan. In fact, I must say that I haven't seen any at all yet.
2 for 2 for Batalier.
And I'd love to see Yambing get back in the air and do his thing.
Turalba with the steal. We go back to Turalba. Masyado malakas ang pasa. No look pass inside. Darang with a block. Here comes Bataan. And they will milk the clock here.
Well, I don't think they're gonna make it, but they're gonna try and get the final shot here.
Baguio will pull up. No. Darang with a stick back. And that will do it. 144 to 82, the final score here in Montalban, Rizal. Huge win para sa Bataan Risers as they are now at number 9 in the North Division, jumping ahead of Tropang Pasig. The Risers with back-to-back victories. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Ives Sazon, ang ating best player of the game with 21 points.
It was nice target practice in this game for Ives Sazon. The defense wasn't there pretty much the entire game for the Batang Quiapo, and Sazon took advantage of it. He capitalized, and it was a good way for him to make sure his confidence continues to grow in preparation for the coming games as they try to make one final push this season.
144 to 82. Panalo ang Bataan against Manila. Let's go to Andrea Indisio.
Maraming salamat. First of all, congratulations, Ives. Nakwento mo nga sa akin kanina na dito talaga sa team na to, hindi mo tinitake for granted bawat minuto na binibigay sa'yo, especially in a team stacked with a lot of good players. At ngayong gabi pinatunayan mo yung sinabi mo sa akin kanina.
Siyempre, lang tayo eh. So, sunod lang tayo sa mga instruction ng coach and management. So, para mas maging better yung kalabasan ng team.
And one more thing, kanina before the game, sinabi ni Coach John Flores na gusto niyang makita yung attitude ng team in this game. Na kahit sino man ang kaharap niyo, gusto niyang makita sino yung pinakagutom maglaro. At yun ba yung naging reason kung bakit ang ganda ng ipinakita ng team resulting to a well-fought game?
Siyempre, mas pinaka-importante attitude eh. Yung sabi nga ni Coach Jan, para madala din namin sa next game namin sa Pampanga.
Alright, Ives, meron ka ba mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Binabati ko yung mga taga-Bataan. And yung pasalamat kami kay Boss Goody, kay Boss Luis, Kamayang Coach, kay Atty. Gary, sa family ko sa Bataan, nanay at tatay ko, mga kapatid ko, mga pinsan ko, sa wife ko, sa mga anak ko, kay Sia, kay Yvette, kay Dior, and yun lang.
Alright, maraming salamat. Once again, that was Ives Sazon, our best player of the game, brought to us by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Congratulations, Ives Sazon and Bataan with a huge win over Manila. Up next, a South Division duo, Davao against Basilan here in Montalban, Rizal. We'll be right back for that one.